fives, and welcome to our third lesson on reading and writing numbers to 10 million. Today, as usual, we're starting off with our maths meeting. Similar 5 questions to what we've been looking at the last couple of days. 100 minus 93, and definitely do this one mentally. Slight change in the next one. It's 4 with the superscript 3 there. So instead of being squared today, it's cubed. When we cube a number, we multiply it by itself 3 times. So for this example, it'd be 4 times 4 times 4. You might need to use a written method for that final times 4. Next one, column subtraction. Getting pretty good at these now. Column addition, don't forget to line up your decimal places. And then a column multiplication, 9 times 2, 9 times 0, 9 times 700. Combine to find your answer. Okay, pause the video now and work out your answers. Let's look at your answers together in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I hope this one didn't catch anybody out. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 could split into 10 times 4, which is 40. 6 times 4, which is 24. Put them together. 40 plus 24 is your 64. 4 cubed is 64. Well done if you got that right. Okay, let's have a look, a quick recap from Monday's lesson because it will help us with today's lesson. On Monday, we looked at reading and writing numbers to 10 million. Let's have a look at this one first of all. We have our millions, followed by a comma, followed by our thousands, followed by a comma, followed by our units. So here we have 3,219,900. Have a look at this second example. Got the millions, the thousands, and the units. Take a moment to try to say that number out loud. Think about the millions, how many thousands, and the units here. Let's say it together. 4,820,000. There aren't any thousands for us to say them, but the zeros are really important for us to know that this is 4 million and not 4,000. Again, have a look. There are the units, there are the thousands, but there's nothing more. There's no millions to this number. Have a think, say it out loud to yourself. And together, that is 703,825. Okay, this is yesterday's work. This is recognising the value of digits up to 10 million. And yesterday I asked you to look at these numbers here and find out the worth of the digit 5 within them. In the first number, 45,082, you can see that the 5 is in the thousands column. For the next number, the digit 5 is in the tens of thousands column. Then it's in the millions column, all the way to the ones column, the tens column, and the hundreds column. Take a moment to mark your work from yesterday. After that, you should have written their values. So for the first number, 5,000 or 5,000. The second, 50,000 or 50,000. 5 million or 5 million. 5 or 5 units. 50 or 5 tens. 500 or 500. The next slide, we have a couple of fantastic examples I was sent yesterday. The 5 is in in 45,082 represents 5,000, and also written out there. This one is nice and clearly drawn out with a place value grid and the numbers just below it. Fantastic work. So on to today's work. Today we're reading and writing numbers from the words. So it's the flip side, it's the other way round. So we're going to start with the number written in words, 3,462,512. We're going to be putting it into a place value chart to show the 3,000,000, the 462,512, and from that we'll be able to write the number 3,462,512. So let's work a few out together. Our first example, 2,702,530. Here's an empty place value chart. Let's have a look together. 2 million, quite clearly in the millions. Then we've got 702,000, 702,000, and that will be within our thousands. Then we've got 530, that'll be within our last block here. And remember, most people write their numbers with the handy commas to help us figure them out. We've got the first 3 digits, the next 3, and so on. So let's have a look at where they will appear in the place value chart. 2,702,530. Hopefully this part here didn't trick any of you. 702,000. There aren't any tens of thousands, but we still need our 0, the place value holder. And as a number, 2,702,530. If we look at those commas again, they go together. The 2 million, 2 million. 702,000, 702,000. 530, 530. They do help. Our next example, 402,500. 402,500. It's our place value chart. We don't have any millions on this one, so we're not going to have anything in the millions, but we do have 402,000. 402,000. And then we have 500. Take a moment to have a think about where we would set those out on this place value chart. This is where I would put them. 402,000s within that thousands part, and then 500 just there. Again, pause and think for a moment how you would write that as a number outside of the table. It would be written 402,500. Again, look where the comma is. 402,000, 402,000, 500, 500, the comma in between there. Our next example, 9,020,317. Got 9 millions, think about where they would go. 20,000, think about where your thousands go. 317, think about where your units go. Let's have a look together. 9,020,317. hope everyone filled in the 0 there for the hundreds of thousands. But there aren't any hundreds of thousands. However, we still need to put that 0 in there to make sure that the 9 is in the correct place. Have a go at writing it now as a number using digits. And here it is, 9,020,317. Still have that 0 there to show that there are no hundreds of thousands, but it does keep this 9, the digit 9, in the millions column to show the correct place value. Okay, I think this is our last example together. 5,619. The place value chart, or table should I say. 5 million. So we know how many to put into the millions column. 619. So we know how many to put into the hundred, tens and units. What about the thousands? Have a think. If you've got a place value chart in front of you, write it on. Let's have a look. 5 million. There are no thousands in this number. And then there is 619 in the hundreds, tens and units. But we still need those zeros there to show us that the 5 is in the millions place. Again, have a go at writing this as a number. That's 5,619. 5 million, no thousands, 619. Good job if you got that right. Okay, these are yours to do. This is your work to do at home. And to read and write numbers from words. There are 7 examples here to turn into digits, to turn into numbers. I'm going to suggest to start with, draw out a place value table again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows. 8 by 8. And the final column will be where you'll write your answers, the actual numbers that you come up with. So let's have a look. Our first example, we need to put 6,231,311 into the place value chart. So if I were you, I'd pause the video right now. I'd draw out this chart ready to write them all in. Have a go putting this in to your place value table with the final number in the last column. And when you've done that, press play again and we'll go through together. Excellent, I hope everyone's got their place value table ready. 8 columns by 8 rows, with the last column being specially for the number that you're writing. Okay, our first example was 6,231,311. So we should have the 6,231,311 and our number, our answer written at the end there. Okay, so by now you should have this table drawn out. We've done the first example. Let's hop back to our examples. We've already done this one together. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to have a go at yourself, and the answers will be tomorrow.